So my first suggestion is basically the next time that you go to a restaurant, then the next time you go to a restaurant, take a look around and notice how everything is set up. Notice what people bring. Notice that you don't get the same glass for your water as you get for your drink, that there are always extra plates around. So you've got your appetizer plate and you've got your dinner plate, and your appetizer's not coming on your dinner plate and your dinner isn't coming on your appetizer plate. They don't take them in the back and put food in. You've got a different plate for your dessert. So you just have to realize that you need extras of everything. So if you're bringing everything in, and don't worry about it, it doesn't mean you're stupid or dumb. Everybody fails to extrapolate. Everybody fails to think about, like, well, wait a minute, what does this look like in the real world? And figure out that it is also going to look the same in the wedding world. So the 5 things that people usually forget, and the 5 things that you absolutely positively have to pay for at your backyard wedding. The first one would be chairs. And a lot of times this is just me, but let me explain. You've got chairs for your ceremony area where people sit down to watch your ceremony, and then you've got chairs at your reception. A lot of the weddings that I have done, the couple thinks, oh, okay, well then guests can just move the chairs from the ceremony over to the reception area. But sort of think of the timing of that. So you've got your ceremony, then after the ceremony, you want your guests to pick up their chairs and take it over to the reception area and set up your reception for you. Generally, that means they're crossing over the area for the cocktail hour. They're setting up while your caterers are also setting up as well. So it is actually a little bit easier to just get the double amount of chairs, which freaks people out, especially if you're on a budget, because they're like, I'm spending another $300 in chairs. It's like, well, yeah. But it's all going to be all set up. There's no confusion or anything like that. So you can go ahead and do that. Luckily, like if you live in another area, in Los Angeles, it'll probably be around 300 or 400. Hopefully a little bit less than that. I know a few rental places that'll be closer to 200 or 250 to have the double the chairs. But just for the amount of like the lack of confusion and the amount of efficiency, it's completely worth it. Again, going back to other things that you need, as I was saying about when you go to a restaurant, just remember you need enough glasses for water, you need enough glasses for wine, you need enough glasses for the bar so that everybody can have drinks. Usually at most weddings, it's somewhere between 3 and 4 drinks per person. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's some people who finish their drink or don't finish their drink and put their glass down and then go to the bar for more. But generally speaking, 3 to 4 drinks per person. So that's 3 to 4 glasses. That's 3 to 4 drinks for alcohol. The best way to do that, well, it's a thing that I say is like, you use what you have to get what you need. You have all the resources you need in order to figure out you have all the resources that you need to figure out what you need. So talk to your bartender service, see what they recommend as far as like number of glasses, as far as like drinks. Go to your local liquor store. If they do weddings, then they're going to be able to tell you, okay, this is how many bottles of Jack Daniels you need. This is how many bottles of wine you're going to need over a 5-hour period. And listen to them. That's very, very important. They know what they're talking about. They're not trying to gyp you or anything like that. Just listen to them and get it. Now, in California, the side note to that is that you can't return liquor anymore. I don't know what it's like in your state, but go ahead and check if you're not living in California. So just keep in mind that any extra bottles you're either going to have to take home with you or give away. And I don't know anybody who doesn't like free alcohol. Call me. I'll come and pick it up. I'm kidding, but only sort of. And then again, going back to catering, that also goes for like plates. That goes for plates. That goes for silverware. Silverware gets dropped. Plates get dirty. You always need extra plates. You always need a standby, which always seems to some people to be like a waste, but that's what you had at the restaurant you went to last night. You had extra plates. You had extra forks. You had extra spoons. You had extra. Now, there are a lot of people who go the other way and they're like, we need to get twice as many plates as we have guests. And that's not necessary. That's not necessarily, even if you have a buffet. But again, talk to your caterer and figure out what is the best thing to do and listen to them. just do it. Just trust them and do it. But yeah, you just have to keep in mind that people lose things, people drop things, people get them dirty. And trust the experts. Exactly. Thank you, Mindy. Exactly. So, and then another thing that you have to think about with your backyard wedding, especially if it's your backyard or somebody else's backyard, and even if it's someplace like I'm thinking in LA, like Orcutt Ranch or Adamson House in Malibu, lighting. Most of these places do not come with sufficient light. Your backyard probably doesn't. Your backyard doesn't have string lights. You can get up lights, but just remember that people are going to be wandering around your dark backyard. So they're going to need lights to the restroom. They're going to need lights in order to see. You're going to need lights over the bar. You're going to need lights and a path, especially as people get drunker as the night goes on. So go ahead and get a quote for lighting from your rental company, or you can, you can actually just go ahead and talk to your rental company about lighting. And also, whenever it is that you do a walkthrough, just walk through it and figure out where it is that your guests are going to be going, because wherever it is they are, they need lights. And also, if you're bringing in caterers, your caterers are going to need lights too, because they're going to be working, they're going to start work earlier and they're going to end work late. So you're just going to have to, you'll go ahead and do that. Oh goodness, let's see. Other things. You have to think about linens. You have to think about napkins and what it is that you want those to, look like. If you're really on a budget, you can do like the highbrow like paper napkins. But if you're going ahead and go to a rental company, trash cans, bathrooms, yes. I'm getting to trash cans. Give me a minute. If you're going to go with a higher, like, a rental company anyway, just price the linens, because there's also going to be bulk prices, and it's also, you don't have to worry about delivery. You don't have to worry about picking them up. You don't have to worry about dropping them off. Remember, your caterer can go ahead and fold those as well. But yes, as Mindy mentioned, trash cans are very, very important, because basically people are going to be wandering around with their plates and with their napkins and all this other stuff, and you need plenty of trash cans in the area. So make sure that you have one at each bar. Make sure that you have like at least 2 near the buffet or near the catering area. Again, your caterer is going to tell you exactly what they need and give it to them. And so just make sure that you're safe. Make sure that everybody is happy. And yeah, and just remember that you're going to have a good time. It's just that you have to like give yourself enough time and enough space and enough resources to do it. But yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why your vendors are here. Everybody that you're working with is going to be able to help you. Even if you don't have the name of a caterer, even if you're not sure how many glasses to get, like I said, your bartender will be able to help you. Your caterer will be able to send you to someone. You have everything that you need to have that wedding that you want. If you would like me to help you, you can go to www.silvercharmevents.com and sign up for a free consultation, and I'll be happy to help you. And thank you very much for joining in. Bye.